Hey everyone, it's good to be back. I'm Jahnavi and I just moved out. My student days are officially over. I'm in a new place now, half excited, half terrified, fully uncertain. And it's funny, I thought I'd feel ready for the stage. Adulthood, working life, the real world. But the truth is, I've been clinging to this illusion of readiness for so long it's become its own form of delay. I keep thinking about how much of my art has lived in my head instead of on paper. Lately, I've been so inspired, constantly. There were so many afternoons when the light was perfect, the colors outside were beautiful, everything looked like a painting waiting to happen, and yet I didn't create. Because I kept waiting for permission, for the perfect moment to arrive. The family I live with now has the most beautiful garden I've ever seen. It's full of sunlight, color, and quiet corners that make you forget time. I've spent entire days here, from sunrise to sunset, just being, reading, sipping coffee, listening to music, working on my laptop. I'd see the light hit a leaf, the color shift, and every few minutes I think, God, I want to paint this. But somehow, I didn't. Waiting to be ready. It's ridiculous if you think about it. The sun is perfect, the garden is perfect, the colors are begging to be painted, and I'm standing there waiting for perfection before I even start. And I realized something. Inspiration isn't the problem, inaction is. I've been passively inspired, admiring things instead of preserving them. Psychologically, there's a name for that: perfectionism. And no, not the high standards kind people brag about in interviews, the real kind, the one that quietly kills momentum. Perfectionism often develops as a defense against shame and uncertainty. It's driven by the belief that worth must be earned through flawlessness. Artists feel this acutely. Imperfection feels personal as every stroke is evidence of self. It disguises itself as motivation, but it's really anxiety in disguise. And that's exactly what I was doing in the garden, surrounded by inspiration, yet hesitant to begin. And that makes sense, right? When your art is also your reflection, imperfection doesn't feel like a small mistake. It feels like exposure. You start thinking, if this turns out badly, what does that say about me? So you wait for the moment you'll feel ready. But readiness itself, that's just perfectionism in disguise. So lately, I've been trying something different. To just draw, even when it feels off, even when it feels like I'm out of rhythm. It's not the best art I've ever made. In fact, I know I can do better. And the perfectionist in me wants to redo it, even now. It's 2 a.m. while I'm recording this, and a part of me still wants to go outside and repaint it in oils just to prove that I can. And I know that I'm gonna go and do that anyways. But you know what? I'm happy because I did it. I stopped thinking and started creating. And that felt enough. That's the thing about art. The relief comes not from doing it well, but from doing it at all. Is the moment you stop hoarding inspiration and start trusting your hands again. And maybe that's what growth is. Not learning to perfect, but learning to tolerate the imperfection of beginning. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. We all do it. We wait for the right light, the right time, the right version of ourselves to show up and create. But honestly, that version never arrives. You just have to begin, badly, imperfectly, half ready. Because art isn't about getting it right, it's about remembering what it feels like to see again, to preserve the way you view the world. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Not because it's perfect, but because you're here, because you are ready enough.